Hey everyone, welcome to Keller Acres. Today I just wanted to show you what our winter setup for our chickens looks like here in Iowa. It's January here in Iowa. I feel like so far our chickens are doing really well. This is our second year with our chickens, our second winter. So last year I was definitely a lot more stressed out about the cold weather, but this year I feel like we have our setup a little bit better, so I'm not as worried about it. And I feel like our chickens are just doing, I feel like they've adjusted better this year also. So I just wanted to share some of the things that we're doing to help them have a better winter and to stay as comfortable as possible when it's really cold outside. We also get a ton of wind here. We're kind of up on a hill, so just going to kind of show you our setup and how it's been holding up so far, even though we have had a ton of wind. So let's get started. So we have actually a carport for our covered run. When we built our run, we did not build it to support a roof. That wasn't something that was really on our radar at that time. We didn't really know or understand, you know, what we needed for the winter or for the elements yet. I'm gonna kind of take you out here for a second, show you. Here's what get a better look here. Here's what the outside looks like. Gonna kind of back up a little bit more. Here's our coop. Never mind this trellis here. So last year, we, in an effort to try to keep snow off of their ramp coming out of their automatic chicken door, my husband set up this trellis and we actually had a tarp around it. This year we did not tarp it. I actually want to just take that down. It kind of helped, but not as much as I thought it would. Anyway, here's also our girls. They're having some treats right now. Afternoon snack time for them. They love their treats. We give them black soldier fly larvae for some extra protein and then some other scratch grains just to help have them have a little extra snack, some more extra nutrition for them. But again, here is the outside. So we wrapped this just with tarps. This actually is just a cheap tarp, as a matter of fact, from our local Baumgars. I think it was $20 and it's holding up really well. As you can see, there's no tears in this one, surprisingly, because like I said, we have a ton of wind. Then here on the back, both ends of our carport, I purchased these special tarps that are for a carport. I purchased them on Amazon and they are nice and sturdy. They're a lot sturdier than a regular tarp, so they should hold up really well. And it's nice, they zip. And you can tie it up at the top. Here's the one that's at the front. We'll leave this one obviously up so that they can get in and out of here. But if we were to have like a big snow forecasted, then we could let this tarp down to help keep snow out of this run area. Another thing that we've been doing, you do need obviously a heated waterer. Prior to using this heated dog bowl, we also have this little heated water stand, and we were putting our water on that. I did have one of those fountain waterers, but I didn't like it. It started leaking, so we bought this pan, and that is Betty. Betty gets really upset sometimes. I don't know. She has a lot to say. I think sometimes she just wonders what I'm doing out here when I'm out here, what I'm gonna mess with. We like to bring our girls a warm breakfast in the morning, so I came up with the idea to use this to keep their breakfast from freezing. As you can see, they've eaten all of that breakfast for the most part. There's a couple little remnants left in there, but this time of year when it's freezing outside, what we've been giving them is oatmeal, eggs, and blueberries. What they don't eat right away freezes really fast, so they then can't finish it and there's a lot of waste. So I'm bringing that out, putting that on here so that it doesn't freeze. Then when they're finished with it, when I go inside here in a minute, I'll take it with me and then I'll unplug that, obviously, so it's not sitting here with nothing on it, because that does get pretty hot, that base. So just an idea for you, if you like to bring your chickens, here's Ruth, your chickens a warm breakfast also, that's working really great to keep it from freezing on us. Hi, Betty. I know. Betty wonders what I'm doing. Anytime I'm out here messing around, if I open up the coop, she'll jump in and start just talking to me. I'd love to know what she's saying. Betty here is doing so much better, I feel, than last year. She's a Welsh summer. As you can see, Her little comb is still nice and red. Last year I felt like it got really pale, and it also had some black spots in it. I was afraid it might be frostbite, but she recovered and it looks really good. So I'm not sure if that's what it was. But this year it's staying a lot more vibrant than it did last year. In the summer, it's so beautiful and red. Love it. Then you need to have a dirt bath in your covered run too, so they can continue to keep themselves clean. We also have a couple different areas with food because it's nice to have 2 feeders at least. We have 6 chickens because you get some bullies in there and sometimes they don't let the other girls eat. Also, a lot of straw is really helpful. We have lots of straw just kind of lining the inside of here, and it gives them something to actually play on as well. They like to jump and play around this little wooden box. They like to go in there sometimes and hang out during the day, take a nap. And they'll get up here on top of this straw bale also. Yes, Betty, I hear you. But that's what we're doing inside ours. And like I said, this is just working great. It keeps the wind off of them. It keeps the snow out. So they have a nice dry area. Underneath of this straw on the ground, there is horse pellets. Those work fantastic for absorbing moisture. Love it, especially in the summer when we're getting rain, because obviously it gets wet in here. We don't have this wrapped in the summer. So it gets wet. That just helps keep things from getting really muddy. And then those horse pellets break down into kind of like a sand almost. And see if I can kind of show you underneath this straw. It becomes kind of like sand. And they actually will dig in it and dirt bathe in that as well. So that's kind of cool. And it's very inexpensive. So that's nice. It's not an expensive thing to put down. I'm gonna show you the inside of our coop too. So inside, oh, and I've got some eggs in here I need to grab. We do have the inside insulated. We also have most all of the vents blocked off right around the very top of the roof. There's still a nice opening to let in some air for some ventilation. But for the most part, we have blocked off our vents to keep as much wind out as possible so there's no drafts. And it has been keeping it. We have one of those panel heaters also. And this is controversial. We also have a heat lamp. I know a lot of people would say that's a no-no, but we have ours secured really well. And again, we're just trying to keep our girls as comfortable as possible to get through the winter. But we have a hygrometer inside so we can keep an eye also on the humidity level in here. And it has not been going much above like 45%. So it hasn't been bad at all. I think that's helping the girls stay more comfortable. And I think I lost my train of thought a second ago. It's been staying about 10 degrees warmer here inside the coop than outside. So that makes me feel good too, that they're a little more comfortable. Just don't want them to be suffering through these cold months. So that's in the coop. Our run's actually pretty large, so then there's another little area out here that's still fenced in that they can come out. Ours free range too. We have the door open for them pretty much all the time during the day. They can come out and run around the yard, but when it's really cold, they tend not to. Lately, since it's been a little bit warmer, they've been running around a whole lot more. Yesterday, gosh, they were running all over the place like crazy, like it was summer. I think it was maybe 35 yesterday. We're just snacking away. But there it is. This is our setup for winter. I just wanted to share that, so if anybody was looking for a way to have a covered area that doesn't have a covered run, a carport does work, and you can just put some tarps up to enclose it in the winter, and that is working really, really great. We've been really happy with that so far. Haven't we, girls? As you can see, they're pretty healthy, happy looking chickens. They've been laying really good. Last year they took a pretty long break. They took a break this year too, of course, but not as long. They started laying again a couple weeks ago. So we'll go check the egg box. Another thing, got to check that frequently in the winter so that they don't freeze. If the eggs are cold, I stick them in the fridge. I try to catch them when they're warm, ideally. That way I can leave them on the counter. Oh, looky there. 3 eggs, and I got one this morning. So it's a 4 egg day so far. That beautiful brown egg is from our Wells Summer Betty. Such a pretty colored egg. I love it. So there you have it, guys. Wintertime in Iowa hasn't been too bad so far. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're enjoying our videos and hit the like button.